One thing about me, can't keep me down, baby. Can't keep me down. Nuh-uh, fourth bout of COVID. Nuh-uh, baby. I'm in a shirt. You can't see it, but it is on. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Saturday late night show. Here I am. I am she is me. I have a full voice. I am negative for COVID, and I am ready to partay. Listen up, people. We got a lot to talk about today because I missed a whole week of shows. I missed Christian show on Tuesday. I missed my show on Wednesday. I missed doing rejects this week. I missed doing OSA this week. I am here with you guys now, but it was a whole week without me, except for the things that were pre-taped. And I have a lot to tell you. So we're going to talk about Emmy's predictions because tomorrow's the biggest night in television. And you guys know TV is me and I am TV. I was invited this morning to go to the Apple TV Emmys party. I'm flipping the fuck out. So we're going to have to discuss. And I'm going to tell you why it's such a big deal and how I need your help and ask for your advice. So we will talk about that. Then on top of that, I saw the first couple episodes of the next season of the morning show, which I am in love with that show, but I'll give you guys a little review of that. I've been watching a lot of TV. Something strange about me is that when I am sick, I can't watch that much TV. Does anybody else have that? Oh, let me make sure it's not my door. Hello? Hello? Hi? Oh, you got to use the call box. Oh, sorry. Maybe I was on Do Not Disturb. I'll change it now. Thank you. Guys, I'm trying to get my packages delivered. Yep, I was on Do Not Disturb. Can't be on Do Not Disturb, Rox. Gotta make sure you're not. I got packages coming. Why do I have packages coming? Because even though today and... Okay. Great. Even though today and yesterday I tested negative for COVID, which I'll tell you guys how I did that in a second. I'm going to say, just leave outside my door, please. Sorry. Okay, so I am getting packages because of the thing for tomorrow, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay, so I get whatever. I'll tell you what I was going to talk about the show tonight. Morning show also. I wanted to talk about that. Oh my God, my Amazon stuff is delayed. All right, she's trying to do it all. And the USA is screwed. So the week that I decided to be gone, we couldn't have had more news come out. Not just entertainment news, but political news in general. The country seems to be in just about the worst place that we could possibly imagine it to be. And especially in times like this, I like to go live with you guys because I know a lot of you guys feel isolated and alone. I feel isolated alone. So I'm really sorry that I wasn't here this week. I had zero voice until yesterday. And then yesterday I seemed to have a voice. How did I do it with the COVID? So I tested positive 5 days ago for COVID. Today's day 5 for me. So they say that you could be contagious for 5 days, but as long as you don't have a fever within 24 hours or any symptoms within 24 hours, that after that, you're totally good to go. So tomorrow's day 6 for me, which is how I'm going to this Emmys event. Today, I think I technically am fine to see people, but I still am not seeing anybody today because even though I tested negative yesterday and today, I just want to be ultra safe and stay inside and make sure that I'm not that I'm not getting anybody infected. So what I did was I went on Paxlovid, which for those of you guys who do not know, Grammy got COVID 10 days ago, 11 days ago, and I was doing deliveries and drop offs and helping take care of Grammy. I ended up getting COVID 5 days ago. It's my fourth bout of COVID, which I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, I'm the only person I know on of any of my friends or family who's had COVID 4 times. 4 times. And I think it's because of my immune system. Whatever it is, very frustrating. I also get the flu every single year. I feel like I'm one of the most hygienic, cleanly people that I know. Anybody who sees me, I wash my hands 100 times a day. I'm constantly using Purell. I have Purell in my car, in my purse, all over Grammys, like everywhere. And I don't have a good immune system. I take vitamin C, I take zinc, I take all of the supplements. I get sunshine. I try for vitamin D. I drink a lot of tea, echinacea. I eat a clove of garlic every single day, if not more, raw. I try to do all the things, and yet I'm consistently getting COVID and the flu every single year. It's very, very frustrating. So for those of you guys who do not remember, when I was in March, I thought I had COVID. So I called my doctor and I had him prescribe me Paxlovid. Turns out I didn't have COVID. I had the flu. And so I stopped taking Paxlovid. So what was so lucky about this time is that when I tested positive at 7 a.m., I took Paxlovid 1 minute later, called my doctor. He said, go ahead and take it and I'll write you a prescription for the rest from what you were missing. So I ended up taking Paxlovid immediately. And I am not saying it works for everybody, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not prescribing any of you guys anything. But what I will say is that I've had COVID 4 times. And the first 2 times I had COVID, I didn't take Paxlovid. And the second 2 times I've had COVID, I have taken Paxlovid. The first 2 times, it was like a month-long recovery for me. It was absolute hell. I was just in agony. Couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't walk, couldn't anything. This time and last time, it really is. The first 2 days are awful. And then after that, it is manageable. And then by day 5, I'm doing pretty well. So I'm so grateful that there's a medication for this now. And it really is a game changer for me. Unfortunately, Grammy didn't qualify to take Paxlovid. Her doctor said that unless she had a fever, which I did, and she did not. When I get COVID, I get extremely high fevers, that he did not want to prescribe her Paxlovid. So her recovery time has been different. She is really struggling. She's okay, but I feel awful watching her struggle this much. She's 98 years old. She's been sick for 10 days. And fingers crossed that she starts feeling better soon. The one good thing about having had COVID is that now I can be there consistently and not be concerned about getting COVID myself. So that's what's going on with her. She's definitely improving. I don't want to say that there's been no improvements. There definitely has. She had no voice for 4 days, and now she does. So happy that she's here. So anyway, it was negative last night, negative today. Going to test again tomorrow, but as long as I'm negative tomorrow, I'm good to go to this Emmys party, which I'll tell you guys about again in a second. I feel like I barely introduced the show today. So for anybody who is new to the show, or if you just need the reminder, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. This show is 100% fan funded. The only reason I'm able to have a YouTube channel is because of you guys in the Streamlabs. So Streamlabs in, super chat in. Let's breathe, Rox. We haven't been talking for a week. So, I wanted to get my nail polish to try to paint my nails during this show. I wanted to get my nails done, but I didn't want to go today just to make sure. And I don't think I'll have time to go tomorrow because tomorrow's the actual event. So can I paint over gel? Does anybody know? I might take an intermission to go get the paint. Anyway, so should I do that now? Will you guys wait for me while I grab nail polish? Does it work like that? Breathe, just breathe. I also have some hair that I want to show you guys for possible hair advice for tomorrow, and some jewelry I want to show you guys for possible jewelry advice for tomorrow. And yes, go for it. You can. It probably chip though, but it will be fine. Okay, probably will chip. Yeah, but if I have the color, I don't even know if I have any of the nail polish that I need. Let's go check. I will be right back. You guys keep each other entertained. In the meantime, Streamlabs in questions, Emmy predictions, is the USA screwed, or whatever you guys want to talk about. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. doing a red dress. Is it too cliche to do red nails? I just don't want to be pink with red because then I feel like a Valentine's Day card. Let's see what I've got. BRB. All right. I haven't painted my nails in so long because I've had gel on them for so long, and maybe I have time tomorrow to get them touched up, but let's just see. You don't love them. Winter just wasn't my season. All right. Like I said, everywhere, hand sanitizer. Okay. So for the vision for tomorrow, and then let me tell you guys how this all came to be. And then we can talk Emmy's predictions or whatever you guys want. What do you guys want? Do you want me to tell you guys about how I got invited to the after party for Apple tomorrow for the Emmys? Do you want me to talk about Emmy's predictions? Do you want me to do both? Do you want us to talk about politics on the show tonight? Is there anything else you want me specifically to talk about? Do you want me to do my morning show review of the first couple of episodes? I also got the first couple episodes of Slow Horses, but I haven't watched that yet. But I did binge while I was sick, even though I have a hard time watching things when I'm sick because when I have a fever, I just can't retain anything. I did watch My Life with the Walter Boys. That was a good fever show. The first 3 episodes of Only Murders in the Building. And I feel like I watched something else. Oh, and I started, this is, I guess, a 2-part movie. I watched part 1 of, this was a great fever show, of Charlie Sheen's show. A.K.A. Charlie, A.K.A. Charlie, something like that. So let's see. Do I have any red? And also, I think that these things go bad, but okay, I do still have a red. So the vision. Oh, let's see. Let's check it before I say that I have a red. Oh, all right. It's a little thick, but I think it will work. So the vision for, it's quite a bit darker than my red dress, but that's okay, I think. The vision for, I do have this color, which is kind of pretty, but I think over the white, you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh, and it's jammed shut over the pink, I mean. I'm going to wear a red dress because I had no time and I couldn't go shopping. My friend Jess Lucero had left a dress here that she said I could borrow. It is a red, it's sweetheart top. Well, it's strapless and then it's tight and then it goes poof out. Really beautiful. House of CB. I'm spending $0 on it. Thank goodness. Very difficult to go to something like this because everybody there is being dressed by huge designers. So it's very intimidating and like kind of a bummer to not be a rich bitch when you're at these things. But, you know, we're going to do the absolute best we can to look the absolute best that we can. So that's the dress and it is gorgeous. And then I'm either deciding between wearing black shoes or clear shoes. And then I got these earrings delivered this morning. They were $7. Hoping that they look cute though, because the dress is red. I ordered another pair that I'll return one of the 2, but they're like little crystal hearts that I thought might be cute. What do you guys think of these? Can you see? Is it blurry? So I was thinking about doing that. And then probably a bare neck because I always think it's sexy to have a bare neck if you have strapless. And then it's kind of a bummer because I've been working out so much and since I've gotten sick, I haven't been able to work out. So my body isn't feeling as good, but you know, it is what it is. And then one of the things, because I told you guys I've lost the vast majority of my hair, not vast majority, but I have lost a huge percentage of my hair. For those of you guys who are like, I don't notice that. That's great, but it is because of the way I wear it. It's actually extremely thin now. But anyway, I've been trying to grow it back. But because of that, I don't love the way my hair looks up. But with strapless, I was thinking about doing something up. So I bought a couple of different hair clips that I might be able to use. Unfortunately, on Tuesday, I was supposed to get my hair dyed because I've got crazy roots right now, but I couldn't go because I had COVID. So because of that, the clip-ins aren't looking as great. So I feel like I need to wear some of the hair down in front because that way the blonde ties through a little bit more. But I was thinking, you guys tell me, something like, okay, so my hair would be done better. Obviously, it'll take me an hour to do, but say it's like slicked back here. And then, okay, for a second like this. And let me just show you guys how this works. Me talking to a vast majority of people who don't care about my hair, but okay. So say it's like this, and then picture my cutie little earrings in. And then I got this $10 clip in. I ordered a second one that's curly, but I don't know if it's going to come in time because it says it's going to be here today, but it is 8:30 and it has not come yet. Okay, so this, I think it matches pretty well to my hair, right? To the color. And what I would do is then you do a bun. Okay, hold on. It would be done better than this, but this is quick just to show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so like that. Again, it would be done significantly better. And like, I wish that my hair was more colored here right now, but my hair's always blacker there when I do a pony. So it'd be something like this. Little cutesy, right? And then with the dress, I don't know yet for sure, but something along these lines. And then like I could also pull back some of the blonde so you can see some more blonde throughout here going back to it. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe the curly one will be a little more fancy. My little fake $10 clip. And only you guys will know. So, okay. Now you guys are with me on my possible. I might just do down in waves also if I'm hating it, but I think I might be able to pull something off. So that. And then you guys know I'm nervous of a red lip, but I might do a light red lip or something. So how did it all come to be? And did you guys want me to talk about this? I feel like nobody answered my question. Do you want me to talk about the party? Do you want me to give Emmy's predictions? Both. Morning show, United States politics. What do you want? Shout out to Andrew Thomas. Welcome back to the sexiest nerd with glasses. Happy that you're feeling better. Thank you. Me too. I do not do well at being sick. And let me tell you something. I have been 100% satisfied and fine with being a single Pringle recently. I love my life. You guys know I've been saying yes to everything. I feel like I'm in a moment where despite continuing to get sick and having like annoying, frustrating things happen to me, I feel like my career is really coming to the forefront. You guys know I booked a movie this year that shot in the UK that you guys are going to be able to see. That's a big deal for me. I've been getting invited to a lot of things. I've been saying yes to everything. I've been making new friends. I've been meeting new people. I've been taking meetings. I've been working on my movie. I've been going, doing. So all of that to say that, what was I going to say? It sounds like I was just bragging now. I think I was just going to say that, I know what I was going to say. So being in my single girl era has been working out because when you have a family and a husband or wife or children or whatever, you have more responsibility than just to yourself. And while I do have responsibility to a lot of other people, like my grandmother and the woman I'm a conservator to, I right now am really in a moment where, with Papo, I was taking care of him almost full time because of his Alzheimer's, dementia, and despite Grammy being sick right now, like she is much more low maintenance. She's still like totally mobile and capable of things and whatever. And so I really am like putting myself on the forefront as much as I can, and that has been great. When it's not great is when you're alone and sick. And it's such a struggle to say that out loud, that like we all need people. It's so hard to be alone and be so sick. And when I have a fever, like I did the first 2 days, I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. Thank goodness I had the Paxlovid at home, because I couldn't even get to the doctor to get it, or to the pharmacy. Thank goodness I had no appetite, because I wouldn't have been able to make it downstairs to get food. I had water bottles next to my bed, and I like just survived by being in there and texting my siblings. And it's so difficult to be alone when you're super sick. And that's just the COVID for a few days. Like when you have real health issues, like I've had some earlier this year, but way more extreme than me. God, it's so hard to be alone. So this the frustrations of it all is just brutal. I forgot I wanted to paint my nails. That's why I went and got it. Okay, do we think that a deeper red with the lighter red dress is good look or no? I could go for something more like, I have a gold. Gold might be kind of cool. Huh. That's how deep the red is. Let's see. Let's test it. Okay. Alan had said it will make your hair fall out. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you're talking about having COVID, that is true. It will make my hair fall out. And that is very, very frustrating in and of itself. Like I'm just putting some alcohol on this to get anything I have on my nails off. I've had a very high fever multiple times in the last 5 years, and that does cause your hair to fall out, which is that and stress, which I have a lot of. Okay, let's try red. Let's try gold. Let's see what we like better. And if either are even viable, because they're so old. I feel like the best thing to do would be to go get my nails done tomorrow, but do I have the time to do that? Probably I don't have the time to do that and go see Grammy, and I guess to see Grammy tomorrow, I think. Oh, it's so hard when she is so sick right now. Poor thing. Okay. So it's like I can't paint the whole nail because it's raised a little bit because of where the actual gel stops. Let me try and see how that would look. You guys know that Sabrina Carpenter song that came out this week? When did you get hot? All of a sudden, I could look you up and down all day. I can tell that this is so thick, it's going to have a really hard time drying. Do I like that with that red? The red dress is almost like orange. No, I don't think I do. I think we got to get rid of that. All right. Hopefully this doesn't get off my gel polish in case I got to use it. Let me see what it is that you guys are talking about. Okay, hold on. Okay, that came off pretty easy. Good. Good job, Rox. Good tester. We'll try the gold. I also have this silver grayish, but I'm thinking with the jewelry, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of bronzed right now, and these have little gold parts on them. They looked silver when I just showed them, but they're not. They're gold. I love how we've all come beauty consultants. Exactly. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let me see. There was some Streamlabs coming through, so let me get to those, and then I will tell you guys about this event. It seemed like most of you guys said you wanted both in terms of what you wanted me to talk to you about. So happy to oblige. Oh, and I've got my tea. I'm hoping to try to do a little workout after this. Nothing too difficult because it's been a minute. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man, a woman to pump me up. Feeling something? Dressing in my Balenciagis. Feeling fleshy? What is the feeling to you guys let me know while I'm logging into Streamlabs. Okay. Let's see. What's going on in the Streamlabs, baby? Good. Load slower. You're loading slower than my brain with COVID, which I don't have now. RQMDSMD in the Streamlabs. Thank you for that big support. Hi, Roxy. Glad you're feeling better. And Grammy is getting better as well. Great that you're going to the Apple Emmy party. Thank you. Reviewed by Nick said, hey, Roxy, who should win Best Drama and who will win? I feel like it's between Andor and The Pit. Nick, I'm going to give you a shout out when I get to doing all my predictions. But for those of you guys who watch the show, I think you probably know between those two who I would prefer. It's The Pit, but I will get to that. Mike Joyce, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I'm catching up with the morning show before season 4 premieres on Friday, midway through season 2 right now. Very smart of them to think people would want to relive the build up to the pandemic. Are you being facetious? Yeah, I think that the show does suffer from some of that. But I love that show, man. Okay, feeling fleshy, feeling fussy. Fleshy sounds more right than fussy, but I don't know. Yeah, Mike, and you're watching the build up to it all this time later. We were watching it way closer in real time. I was like, wow, do we have to be doing this right now? But I guess we did. That's the best part and the worst part of the morning show is that they are covering real life events, which is stressful. The first 2 episodes are so good though, but it's definitely not a show for everybody because again, if you don't want to deal with, I don't want to say like, if you don't want to deal with reality like that, I don't mean it like that, but like if you're already living too much reality, it is not fun to like just relive it in a scripted way. Okay. I feel like the gold is giving a little more. Can you see? It's still not perfect, and I'm not painting it all the way down because of the grow out, but I do think it's cuter. Do you guys like the gold? This isn't just with the pink. Can you really see that it's like not white? It's light pink. With red, I don't know. Gold. What do you think? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Just Google for lyrics. Did they say fussy? Feeling fussy, dressing in my Balenciagis. A nickname for Balenciaga. You know. Waiting for your guys' thoughts on the gold to know if I should keep painting. Balenciagis. Gold looks cute. I got one looks cute. Let's just paint them and see how it goes. All right. So this is why I'm so excited about the Apple TV Plus event. So for those of you guys who do not know, I have been talking about Apple TV Plus from its inception. I watch so many shows on there. I nonstop talk about how much there's one more color I want to try. Do you think I'm going to be able to open this? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this looks cute. I nonstop talk about how much I absolutely love their content. And this doesn't go over dark enough, but if it did, it would be the best one, and maybe I can make it work if I do multiple layers. It's just like a white clear. I kind of feel like maybe that might be the move, but you guys can't really see it. No, but the gold is pretty too. And the gold does feel very Emmys like, right? Gold statue. Me continuing to break. Okay, so this is, can you see this is like a glistening clear? Like almost like a pearl. And this is a gold. What if I did the glistening pearl over the gold? That might be the move. Should I try that? Thank you guys for being my helpers. Prefer the gold. What if we did the pearl over the gold? Should we try that? Oh, fuck me. Just spilled that right on the computer. Okay, rocks. Let's get a towel. It's right next to it, actually, so hold, please. Okay. Good. Don't spill it. Yep, and she did. Of course she did. All right, we like the gold better, so let's do the gold. Let's see. Gold with pearl clear over it, please. I kind of agree. Well, let's do gold on all of them because we know we like that better anyway. And then we'll try one of them with the clear. We'll see how it goes from there. Very, very method to the madness. All right, so let's clean these fingies. Wow, this is going to be a very chill stream. Might be a long one because I am slow as fuck to give you guys the information I'm trying to give you. Hopefully you're enjoying spending your Saturday night with me because buckle up, baby. All right. So I have been pearl over gold. I hear you. Let me go to Streamlabs first. There's a lot of chemical smells in here right now. Okay. Painting gold. I see and I want to paint it black. Sam Red in the house. Streamlabs.com/RoxyShire. Mr. Nerd Fanatic and I are collaborating on a podcast called Really Big Fan. We record an episode introducing me that dropped today. Our next podcast episode will be 8 Mile and Do the Right Thing double feature, Detroit versus New York. That's so cool, Sam. So how is it organized? Like, what are you guys doing for the pod? Are you doing watch alongs? Are you discussing it afterwards? How are you picking your double features? Is it got a video element to it or is it all audio? Give us the deets. Where can we support? Is it on all of the platforms? Okay, do I want to try to paint the gold down to the bottom where No, I didn't like that choice. Let's see if I can eliminate it. Okay, Ash, a new guy in the house. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this weirdo stream tonight. Feeling very old school. Ash says, I was going to say you can DM me to casually chat with a doctor, but only one of the doctors I hang with is actually useful to you. Rumi and Sis's boyfriend are surgeons. I might need surgery. Sister's a pediatric ICU. Ex's wife, dermatologist. Ex is a family med. Could be helpful. Dude, the day that you stop referring to your fiance as your roommate is going to be an amazing day. Episodes on Spotify. I forgot to mention that. Okay, thank you, Sam. Did you answer the other questions? No, you didn't. All right. Well, let us know. RQMDSMD said, hi, Roxy. Just got here. Nope. That was me looking at Streamlabs from 2 weeks ago. Get it together, Rox. RQMDSMD said, hi, Roxy. If you could be on one Apple Plus show, which would it be? Okay. It depends on what capacity. If it was for a cameo, I feel like the answer would have to be the studio because those cameos are amazing. You get to work with some of the most incredible actors alive. The funniest, Catherine Hahn, Seth Rogen, Ike Barinholtz, Catherine O'Hara, just so many legends. And to have a cameo on that would be incredible. But to actually be on the show, it's hard not to say the morning show because Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon are like two of my favorite living people. It'd be hard not to say Severance because it's my favorite show currently. And also you'd get the script, so you'd get to know some things, and being in the know on that show would be so great. I think I would have done really well on a show like Ted Lasso or a show like Shrinking. A feel good, heartfelt. It's kind of like the kind of content that I like to create. So I know that didn't really answer your question, but it didn't not answer your question, right? Hopefully. Streamlabs, and I love questions like that, so thank you so much. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. So maybe this will be helpful to some of you guys, or maybe if or not, and maybe it's just an interesting story, but the way that I got invited to the Apple TV Plus Emmys party is actually really, really cool for me. So you guys know I've been rocking with Apple TV Plus from A1 day one and telling everybody that I just love this platform. And I was not doing that with any kind of strategy behind it. I just fell in love with the platform and I started watching every show that they put out and movie, including like when they put out that movie On the Rocks. That was, I want to say like 6 years ago with Bill Murray and Rashida Jones. I just loved their content. Progress check. Okay. So I just started talking on my socials and on my YouTube and all over the place, like Christian show or just everywhere, about loving Apple TV Plus's shows. And I thought it was really fun to make lists of my favorite shows of the year, my favorite shows of the quarter, and always on there were a bunch of Apple shows. I didn't know anybody over at Apple. I didn't even know anybody who worked for the company. I just didn't know anything. I just liked their stuff. So just like you guys, if you like their stuff. What then ended up happening was this year, so after like 5 years of me just continuously talking about Apple content over and over and over again, because I love it, this woman slid in my DMs and her name is Brianna, and she was like, I work for this marketing company that does the events for Apple. We see that you have been posting about Apple content for a long time and that you're a big supporter. We love the things that you've made. Do you want to come and do a set visit for the show Shrinking? And a lot of you guys know that's one of my favorite shows. And I was like, hell to the yeah, I do. What? And then kind of ballsily, I wrote back and I said, can I bring my friend Greg Alba? She had said there was no plus one. And I was like, can I bring my friend Greg Alba? He is a huge Shrinking fan. And I wanted to do something to kind of like repay Greg for he's done a lot of stuff to me. And also I knew he's the biggest Harrison Ford fan ever and loved the show. And then I kind of made a little like deck of his metrics, his numbers on social, and just said he loved it and, you know, has a podcast where he's mentioned Shrinking and etc. And he got approved. So the two of us went and did a set visit for Shrinking. And being there, I wasn't thinking that much about it. I was just recording how excited we were and the answers to some of our questions and the things we loved. And it was actually one of the coolest events I've ever been to because we got to meet the cast, which I didn't know we were going to do going there. We got to one-on-one kind of talk to them. We got to actually see the set. We got to watch a panel of them talking about things. And I was making content about that for Real Rejects and for my own socials. And they performed extremely well. And then Apple invited me to the next thing, which was, I think, was the studio. They did the studio panel and they invited me to that. And I recorded things and they invited Greg to that too. And we recorded things. I posted stuff from me and from Real Rejects. And then they invited me to the next thing, which was a thing for Severance. And my friend Jess Lucero was also invited to that. So we went together and had a lot of fun at that event. And then I went to this summer event for them. Okay, so just first layer, letting things dry. And at the summer event, this woman who was there, who had invited me initially to the Shrinking set visit, I just was the second thing I went to was Platonic. They invited me and Greg to Platonic. So we went to Platonic. And we went above and beyond just recording all this stuff. And I spent so many hours posting things and doing all this stuff because I loved the event and I love the show. And I just want shows that I love to succeed. All this to say, long story short, this morning at 10 in the morning, an invite came in for me going to the Emmys Apple TV after party. Now, Apple TV has some of the most watched shows and nominated shows of the year, and they're my favorite shows of the year. And I kind of like freaked out, but I will say that immediately I was on the phone with the team that invited me, and I was like, okay, so do I get a +1 or is Greg going or Jess going? And they were like, Apple only approved 5 creators for this. It's kind of a big deal to even have any creators there because usually we don't. This is the first year we're ever letting any creators in. And you're one of the 5 they approved. So I was kind of shocked because I'm not really a content creator. And the reason I say it like that is because there's some people that are truly content creators. Like when you guys see, I don't want to say who's going because I don't know if they've announced that, But when you see the list, like, it's people who have like hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok and like post 15 times a day and go to these kind of events, and they're like real like content creators. I'm just a diehard fan. So, I yes, you guys know I'm in this world. I'm an actress and I'm a host, but when it comes to this stuff, I'm just a diehard fan. Like I'm a huge TV nerd. So I was really flattered, but also kind of scared shitless because I feel like I have major imposter syndrome because also I'm not being invited with Greg or Jess or anybody that I know to help me. So I'm going by myself. And like I'm just not part of this group that's usually invited to things like this. So I'm really like truly so honored and so nervous at the same time. I'm just not used to this. And I think also you guys know this year I made a goal. I think I talked about it on, was it on World Girls? To be more liked. And I know that sounds crazy, but I have been really tired of not being liked and like always being other people's plus ones and just feeling like people don't really get me. And I feel like the Apple team really fucking likes me. Like they keep giving me these opportunities and they know that I'm a genuine supporter and fan, and they've just been really kind to me and cool to me. And yeah, I feel like they like me, and they're not asking me on behalf of Real Rejects. They're not asking me on behalf of Screen Junkies or Collider or Christian Show. They're asking me because of the TikToks that I made on my platform that blew up. They're asking me because they saw for 5 years me posting. And when I said, can Real Rejects come to this? They said no. They wanted Roxy Stryer there. So I was like, wow. I'm still going to make some posts for Real Rejects too, because it will make Real Rejects look good. But it's cool because I feel like I'm adding value to Real Rejects. And usually Real Rejects adds value to me. So I just felt like wanted and liked and seen. And on top of that, it's one of the biggest Emmys parties that there is because Morning Show and Severance and Shrinking and Slow Horses, and the fact that I know this isn't an Emmy nomination thing, but F1 this year crushed for them. So it's feeling really nice. And I'm exhausted from previously having COVID. And I wish that I had time to like get a dress that I felt perfect in, and had time to get my hair colored and all that, and get my nails done, but I don't. And I still want to say yes to the opportunity anyway and just fucking make it work, because and even though I'm going to have to go by myself and that's scary and nerve wracking and all of that, I'm really like I'm so nervous and I'm so honored and I'm very excited, and I just want to make like really cool content. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. But it seems like a very cool opportunity. And I'm looking at Charlie saying maybe don't bring up the COVID. I did, because I wanted to be 100% transparent with them, and I said, my doctor has cleared me, which he did. I tested negative at that point, been negative for 3 days. But I said my voice is still kind of hoarse sounding. And I don't ever want to lie to anybody, But, I would be around somebody's grandparent right now. Like I'm completely negative. So I know that it's okay. But the reason I say somebody instead of mine is because, of course, I'd be around my grandma. She has COVID. So I couldn't possibly give it to her. Oh gosh, always doing your other hand is very difficult. The one thing I will also say though is that we're not doing interviews. Like it's not like I'm like doing red carpet hosting for this. I'm just going like as an attendee. but also as a content creator. So like filming maybe like people's fashion around the room, stuff like that. And you guys know I've been really upping my networking game and everything. And it would be an absolute dream for me, as when I say content creator, like I'm a creator of art. I would like to think I'm a storyteller. And you guys know I have these shows that I've written and these movies that I've written. And for one day to be able to collab with a partner like Apple would be a dream come true. So, maybe this is an interesting avenue in. And I think about people like, and this isn't Apple, but I think about people like Benny Benito, and like, it'd be very cool. Yeah. So, record everything, find the video and the edit. But yeah, COVID not the best Emmy conversation subject. I agree. See what's going on with you guys in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts on any of this. I made a TikTok video about how excited I am. And I'm going to be posting on TikTok, I think like 100 times tomorrow. I don't really know about 100 times, but if you guys want to go follow me over there and show and give some love to my content, and also on whatever I post on Real Rejects on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, I think it will help me get invited back to things like this. So that would be very cool. Thank you. Hold on. Got to concentrate on this nail game. Wow, doing this hand is always so much harder. Get hot all of a sudden. I can look you up and down all day. Okay. What did Ash say? A new guy. The day she stops living in my room, I'll stop calling her my roommate. Oh my God, Ash. Maybe you're her roommate. You're thinking about it like that. I wish I had a top coat, but I don't. I'm just gonna have to let it ride. Using your non-dominant hand sucks. Exactly. You get it. Do we still think I should try the pearlized on top of the gold, or just let the gold be the gold? Let the gold be the gold sounds like a song lyric. Or like a MySpace away message. Ugh. I did this one too thick. Now I'm dragging. Those of you guys who paint your nails know what I'm talking about. Okay. Perhaps. Let's see. Can you see? Kind of liking just the gold, but maybe the pearl over would be pretty. Try the pearl over the gold. All right. If you guys think so. It's very golden. Very Emmys. Yeah, but with the pearl over, I don't know that it will be. Let's try it on the pinky. We shall try. Either way, I'm going to have to redo the pinky after then. Or not, if we like it. Hold on. It's not like just pearlized. It's like... It's making it like... I can't tell. Can you guys see? Hold on. So the gold... So the pinky is the pearlized. And the gold is the gold. Pearlized gold. Pearlized gold. The pearlized gives it more dimension, but it's like making it a little greener, which is kind of cool looking. It might look cool in the light. But the gold is very Emmy's like. Let's see. What do you guys think? Everybody vote. We need the votes. Here for the entire nails live stream. I'm sweating so bad now. Ooh. Okay, Charlie's likes it. Why is nobody else voting? The gold is more elegant. You mean the gold without the... What's the vote? With the pearlized or without the pearlized, Sam? You just like the gold. Yellow gold, metal gold versus red. Gold, let's go. Without pearl. Yeah, I think that you guys are right. Without, I fear. I know. We wish it was with, but I think it's without. All right. Let's take it off. Let's take it off and let's not destroy the computadora this time. And let's not destroy the other nails. All right, here we go. Let's try. Slow and steady wins the race. We're back to pink. Yeah, you guys right. When you write, you write. Oh, Sam, the gold is absolutely beautiful. Thanks, dog. That's so sweet. See, this is the thing. I'm like really self-conscious about. How this sounds stupid, but like, I was looking up last year's event, and like everybody's in these like Dior, Chanel, Gucci, Prada dresses, and their nails are like perfect and their hair is perfect, and my hair is not going to be colored, and I might be wearing a clip that's $10 and wearing cheapo jewelry and just trying to fake it to fit in and try to look pretty. So you saying gold is absolutely beautiful is actually kind of making me feel special. So all right, here we go. We back. Okay, and also, you guys know when I went to my most recent award show, the SAG Awards, which I was invited as a +1, Jess Lucero's, but I walked the carpet. I was put on the worst dress list. So I would really, I'm obviously not going to be on the best dress list, but it'd be nice to look good and feel good. So that. Shall we get to some Emmys predictions? Anyway, yeah, keep checking on my TikTok and my Instagram and Real Rejects and stuff if you want to see all my updates. And that. Okay, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Ash says, I wish I could get an invite to the Apple TV Emmy party, but they only invited famous people like Roxy Stryer. That's me. Mr. ND Fanatic in the Streamlab says, we're going to multiple themes with the podcast, but so far we have a roadmap out on some fun reviews. Sam hasn't seen 8 Mile. I'm super excited for her take on it. I love 8 Mile so much. Roxy, you and Harloff made this happen. Really big fan. Red carpet premiere. First ep. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really sweet. Okay. Only room for improvement from here. Exactly, Sarah. And I took a big swing for the SAG Awards. This dress isn't a big swing. It's just a really beautiful, beautiful dress. And it's free. So thank goodness for friends who let me raid their closets and leave dresses here. I texted her today. I was like, hey, I have a dress of yours in my closet. Can I wear it? She's like, duh. I was like, also, how do I do this job that you do all the time that I don't know how to do? Oh my God, the chemicals are making my phlegm worse. Luke S., you look lovely in that dress, Roxy. Fuck what the Daily Mail wrote. Thank you. Friends is code for Jess and Steph. Sam, those are the two people I borrow dresses from the most. And that borrow dresses from me the most. I've also borrowed from my friend Ashley before, but frankly, Jess and Steph are both small too, but Ashley is so small that it can't fit. I've borrowed things from my friend Candace as well. You could hear the phlegm. Okay, hold on. I'm blowing my nose. I've got to mute you guys or you guys will cry. Me trying to blow my nose without messing up my nails is very difficult. Whew. Okay. I gotta figure out what shoes to wear for tomorrow. So, all right. Emmy Noms 2025. Let's go. I think we already did when they first came out. I talked about what I thought about them, but as you see the campaigns, you kind of see what might be the winners. And yeah, so let's see. This is from New York Times 2025 complete list. Nominees. All right. For best drama, let's just start with the big ones and do a few more before we get out of here. Streamlabs in, Super Chat in. Andor, Diplomat, Last of Us, Paradise, Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, White Lotus. I think that my personal vote for this would probably be Severance, because even though there was a couple episodes this season that weren't as strong, I think that the show introduces the most interesting concepts, has the strongest performances, and looks the best all around. But I don't know that Severance will win this year because it was not as strong as season one. And I do see the Pit winning this. The Pit also deserves it. I'm not saying Andor doesn't, but I think that the Pit really surprised a lot of people with how incredible that show was. While I liked Andor, I didn't love it as much as some of you guys. To have none of the actors be nominated and to still have this be nominated, I think is just an honor in and of itself. But I'd be really surprised if this wins, because it doesn't seem like an Emmy, like the Emmys would even nominate the show, let alone have it win. So I wouldn't bet on it, but it'd be cool if it did. Oh, thanks, Kyle, for the reminder. Kyle Wilson, happy to see you're feeling better. Yeah, but I'm getting really stuffy the more I'm talking and with the chemicals. What is your top favorite 3 cartoons as a kid? I loved X-Men, Batman, Inspector Gadget. The gold looks good. Thank you. Top favorite cartoons. I loved Doug. I loved it depends on what era. Because, like, I loved Recess. I loved Rugrats. I loved Cat Dog. Lizzie McGuire had an animated aspect to it. I love Dexter's Lab. What other shows did I love that were cartoons? Those are some of them. So, good question. Streamlabs and any other questions? I love talking TV. Okay. So yeah, I think that is going to be The Pit. I loved Kim Possible. Thank you. Loved. In terms of comedies, Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, What We Do in the Shadows. I think this is going to The Studio. It's his freshman year. It was so incredible. It is laugh out loud funny. Those last 2 episodes absolutely annihilated. I don't think The Bear should be in this category, even though I think that's one of the best shows. I'm happy that Nobody Wants This was even nominated. Hacks is always a possibility. And if I was voting for this, I might vote for Shrinking. But I think The Studio will win this, and it does deserve it. But my personal vote would probably be Shrinking. Just because I think it's both funny and like so poignant. But The Studio is funnier than Shrinking. It just doesn't have that extra like to it, even though I think it's one of the best shows of the year. Limited series, Adolescence, Dying for Sex, Black Mirror, Monsters, and The Penguin. This is my favorite category probably of any category for this year. I believe Adolescence is going to win it, and I believe it should win it. But my favorite show of the year so far probably is Dying for Sex. I thought that show was lights out good. But Adolescence is just it's such an unbelievable technical feat with an amazing story that I do think that Adolescence will pull through on this one. For actor and drama, Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman, Slow Horses, Pedro Pascal, Last of Us, Adam Scott, Severance, and Noah Wyle for The Pit. I would love, love, love to see Noah win this for The Pit. I think that would be incredible. I think it's unfortunate that Pedro Pascal is nominated as Best Actor, considering he was not in the majority of episodes. Because the episodes he was in, he was incredible. And if he had been nominated for Best Supporting, I might say that he should win it. Not only do I think Noah should win this, but I think he will. I won't be mad at anybody, though, because these are all incredible actors in a great, great category. For actress for drama, Kathy Bates, Sharon Horgan. Shout out to Bad Sisters. That show was amazing. Britt Lauer, Bella Ramsey, and Kerry Russell. This is an interesting category because the biggest hitter of the actors is obviously Kathy Bates. I didn't see every episode of Matlock, although I did see some, and she is fantastic. I know that Bella Ramsey is seems so hated sometimes. I think that they are incredible, but I don't see Bella winning this. I love Carrie's performance, but I don't see Carrie winning this either. I kind of think that this might go to Britt Lauer, and this might be the win that Severance gets. Yeah, I could see Britt winning this. Sharon Horgan, if we're just talking about straight up best performance, this might go to Sharon, but I don't think she's going to win the popularity contest in this one. It's a big category. Best actor for a comedy, Adam Brody, Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, Martin Short, and Jeremy Allen White. Unfortunately, I don't think Jeremy Allen White should win because on a show that is nominated for comedy that's not a comedy, he is the least funny part about the show, even though he is an unbelievable performer. Of these actors, I would say that the one that's using their comedic chops to the most extreme would be Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building, and he does deserve it every year. Seth Rogen is so involved in the studio and every moment of the studio that it's hard to not say that maybe he deserves this. Jason Segel is Shrinking. What an incredible performance. But again, It's a little bit of a darker show, even though I do think it's still a comedy. I don't think that they're going to give this to Adam Brody, but I'm happy to see nobody wants this nominated. This is a tough category to predict. I think I go Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. I don't think he's going to win, though. I just think that's where my vote would be. I think this might be Seth Rogen's year. Best Actress in a Comedy, Kristen Bell, Uzo Aduba, Quinta Brunson, Ayo Edebiri, and Jean Smart. Unfortunately, I don't think there's not unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, I don't know if there's ever a year that Jean Smart is going to be nominated for Hacks where I don't think she should win. The character is she's literally playing a stand-up comedian on the show, and she is so good. So I give this to Jean Smart. I actually really liked Uzo in The Residence, but that wasn't really a comedy to me either. It's like a detective comedy, I guess, but I would give this to Jean, and if it's not Jean, I would say it's Quinta, who's also amazing. Best Actor, Limited Series or TV Movie, Colin Farrell, Stephen Graham, Jake Gyllenhaal, Brian Tyree Henry, and Cooper Koch. Cooper is nominated for that one episode, for the whole show, but for that one episode of Monsters, that is that slow push on him. He deserves an Emmy just for that episode alone. That was like one of the most amazing performances I've ever seen. It was like watching a stage play. But I think that this is very much so going to be between Stephen Graham and Colin Farrell. I'd be shocked if one of the two of them doesn't win. I think this is going to go to Stephen Graham. But you're never going to count out the biggest star in the category, Jake Gyllenhaal. He was great and presumed innocent. And to me, my vote for this one would maybe goes to Colin Farrell. Him as the Penguin is a truly transformative performance. Stephen Graham is amazing too, but my vote would be to Colin. Limited Actress, Cate Blanchett, Megan Fahey, Kristen Milioti, Rashida Jones, and Michelle Williams. I'm so happy Michelle Williams is nominated for Dying for Sex. She would be my vote, which is crazy because when I saw Kristen Milioti in The Penguin, I said, there's no way anybody will ever take that spot for me. But I thought Michelle Williams' performance in Dying for Sex was like the number one best performance of the year. I think that Kristen Milioti is going to win this. Rashida was so great in Black Mirror too. I liked Kate in Disclaimer, and Megan Fahey's great in Sirens, but I think my vote would be Dying for Sex, Michelle Williams. I think Kristen Milioti's got this for The Penguin, and she did do amazing. She did amazing. Okay, supporting actor for drama, Zach Cherry, Walton Goggins, Jason Isaacs, James Marsden, Sam Rockwell, John Turturro, and Tremel Tillman. It's kind of wild that I've seen every single show in every single category. I love talking about the Emmys. You guys know this is my Super Bowl, and I love the Super Bowl. It's really difficult when you have 3 actors from Severance, when you have 3 actors from White Lotus, 1 actor from Paradise. It's a very overcrowded category with 3 shows only. It's hard to say that this isn't going to go to Walton Goggins for White Lotus. I think that he might take this. It was an amazing performance by John Turturro, Tremel Tillman, Zach Cherry, all of them. I don't think James Marsden's going to take this for Paradise. Sam Rockwell was so good in White Lotus. So is Jason Isaacs, but I don't think he's going to win. Where do you guys think this one's going? Yeah, Sam Rockwell's monologue was so good. So good. He honestly could have my vote because of that. I think that Walton Goggins is going to take this. Could be John Turturro. It has been Tremel Tillman's year. Like, he is now on the map. But what do you guys think? Supporting actress drama, Patricia Arquette, Carrie Coon, Catherine Lanesa, Julianne Nicholson, Parker Posey, Tasha Rothwell, and Amy Lou Wood. All of these for White Lotus, Severance, Pitt, and Paradise. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for White Lotus. I kind of think because of that, those might cancel each other's out. If somebody wins for White Lotus, I think it will be Parker Posey. Patricia Arquette had some amazing moments in Severance this year. Yeah, great performances from Catherine and Julianne. I think this might go to Parker Posey, except it's nominated for drama. If it was nominated for comedy, it might go to her. My vote would probably be Patricia Arquette because it was an amazing, amazing year for her. So, so good. Supporting in a comedy, Ike Barinholtz, Coleman Domingo, Harrison Ford, Jeff Hiller, Eben Moss-Bachrach, and Michael Urie and Bowen Yang. I would bet $5 that this is going to go to Harrison Ford this year. They've been pushing it hard. He deserves it. His chops are amazing on the show. Shrinking deserves some love. I'm so happy that Jeff Hiller was nominated for Somebody Somewhere. I love that show. I thought Coleman Domingo was amazing. Eben is obviously great. Again, it's not a comedy fully, but Michael Urie is always great. Bowen Yang, always spectacular. It's a really hard category for him to be nominated in against all these scripted. But yeah, I think that I give this one to Harrison Ford, and I think he's going to win it. And I think he'd have my vote. Supporting actress for comedy, Liza Colin-Zayas, Hannah Einbinder, Catherine Hahn, Janelle James, Catherine O'Hara, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and Jessica Williams. In my heart, always Jessica Williams wins everything because after especially meeting her, I'm just like so completely obsessed with her and always have been. But I think it's overdue. My vote is for Janelle James. I think that she is the funniest part of one of the funniest shows on TV. I love Abbott Elementary. I think Janelle James is like God sent funny. Catherine O'Hara is amazing in the studio. Never count her out. So is Catherine Hahn. I mean, all stacked category. But Janelle has my vote and would love to see her win. Okay. Supporting actor for limited, Javier Bardem, Bill Camp, Owen Cooper, Rob Delaney, Peter Sarsgaard, and Ashley Walters. This is another category. All these, I've seen every single thing. I think that it's so difficult when somebody is so young to think that the Emmys are going to honor them and also to think that they deserve to win, because I know Owen Cooper was a child when he filmed this and still is, but I think he gave the best performance. I think the show was not doable without him, and I think that Owen Cooper should win this. Amazing category. Rob Delaney, underrated in Dying for Sex, so good, but Owen Cooper is really not even like supporting. He's just, yeah, he would have my vote. And then supporting actress for limited, Erin Doherty, Ruth Negga, Deidre O'Connell, Chloe Sevigny, Jenny Slate, and Christine Tremarco. I'd be so excited if Jenny Slate wins this for Dying for Sex. She has my vote. She would have my vote. I think that performance was the best Jenny Slate performance I've ever seen. A groundbreaking performance for her. And it would be nice to see Dying for Sex get a little love. And Jenny deserves it for that category. I don't know that she'll win because not enough people watch the show. Deidre O'Connell did so amazing in The Penguin too. A great category. I give it to Jenny. Comedy guest actor, John Bernthal, Bryan Cranston, Dave Franco, Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese, and Anthony Mackie. So all of those are for the studio except for John Bernthal and The Bear. He's amazing on the show. You guys know how I feel about The Bear being nominated as comedy. I think Bryan Cranston's going to win this category. How crazy would it be if Martin Scorsese wins? But I think that Bryan Cranston deserves this, especially after seeing him on his press tour talking about like what he did at the fountain, what he came up with, and what was improvised. So good. And comedy guest actress Olivia Colman, Jamie Lee Curtis, Cynthia Erivo, Robbie Hoffman, Zoe Kravitz, Julianne Nicholson. God, Julianne Nicholson was so funny on Hacks. Jamie Lee Curtis, always amazing. Same with Olivia. I kind of feel like for guest actress, this should go to Cynthia Erivo or Zoe Kravitz. I thought this was an amazing Zoe Kravitz performance, but Cynthia Erivo, she played so many characters. She was so great on Poker Face. It'd be cool for Poker Face to get some love. She would probably have my vote. Guest actor for a drama, Giancarlo Esposito, Scott Glenn, Sean Hatosi, Joe Pantoliano, Forrest Whitaker, Jeffrey Wright. I think this probably... it's like Jeffrey Wright was such a bigger role than Joe Pantoliano, but Joe's performance was so good too. But so is Jeffrey Wright's. Giancarlo's amazing in The Boys. Same as Sean Pitt. This is a great category. And Scott in White Lotus. Forrest Whitaker I thought was good in Andor, but of all the performances to be nominated, that wouldn't have been the one that I would have nominated. Joey Pants, I think probably gave the strongest. That would probably be where my vote is. For guest actress in drama, Jane Alexander for Severance, Gwendolyn Christie, Caitlin Dever, Sherry Jones, and Catherine O'Hara. It's just when you get to guest, it's like people have such varying degrees of screen time. And I know it's not just about that, but how crazy is it how far Handmaid's Tale has fallen from its Emmy nominations? Sherry Jones did do a great job on that show, though. I think maybe I give this to Caitlin Dever. She's so good. And The Last of Us getting a little love would be nice. Those are the ones I want to cover. What did you guys think? Did you Streamlabs in? Did you Super Chat in? See your thoughts before I get out of here. This late night show. Are my nails almost dry? Hopefully. Track stars in the house. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer said, "Hi Roxy, have you seen the new trailer for the movie Eleanor the Great? It stars June Squibb and directed by ScarJo. There's a scene where June Squibb does the funny blowing of the straw wrapper. I feel like you'll love it." Oh no, I didn't see that, but that's really cute. She stole it from me. I love June Squibb so much. I haven't seen the trailer. I've been seeing a lot of press for this. ScarJo doing press. What is that weird thing that she said that keeps going around? Like, I don't think art needs to have a message. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. It seems like a great team up. I'll definitely watch this movie. What do you guys think? Streamlabs in any final thoughts? Super Chat in any final thoughts? Kyle Wilson says, the studio is amazing and deserves all the flowers. Thank you, Kyle. I agree. I think it's so good. Hell yeah, Apple. Can't wait to go. Don't forget to follow the journey on my TikTok and my Instagram and Real Rejects TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to be posting. Don't fuck up your nails, Rox. Let's see. Did my Amazon delivery come of my other fake hair? Streamlabs in any final things? Amazon. See all orders. Deliver. It says arriving today still. It doesn't say it was shipped. Ugh. I even bought this little cute Apple keychain to wear on my stuff because it's the Apple event. I thought that would be cute. So annoyed. Where is this shit? Maybe it won't come. All right. Any final things? Let me know. We didn't talk about the state of the United States. Booze. No, you told me it's not booze. It's no, maybe it is booze. Streamlabs.com/Rockstar. Are you Team Keanu now that Rachel's gone? Are you even interested anymore? I gotta say, I don't know about Team Keanu, but what he has done is so impressive that I actually really like him now, because when you're a comp beast, you're a comp beast. So if you're a comp beast, you're a comp beast. And that's how I feel. Seeing if there's any final support coming in or questions. Thank you to Booze, Trackstars, Mr. ND Fanatic, Ash, RQMDSMD, Sam Red, and reviewed by Nick. Oh, who shout out to him again, who had asked about best drama. I answered that when we got there. Appreciate you guys. And also for our super chatters, Kyle Wilson, Luke S., Sexy Andrew Thomas. You guys rock. Wish me luck tomorrow. I'm really nervous, so send love and support. Comment and like on all my stuff if you can. Try to make me look cool. In the meantime, stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet. So I'm not gonna be live tomorrow night, but I will try to be posting Emmy stuff, and maybe I can go live Monday night or something. I'm doing a really cool thing on Monday though that you guys will see about also. So just lots of stuff. I'm a little overwhelmed. Very excited. Lucky and overwhelmed. Stay safe, stay sane, put down the toilet seat and live. We don't want those buffoons. Don't trauma the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. I know that we're not talking politics too much right now, but I do just want to say this because I lost a lot of followers this week, and I was pretty surprised about it, because I would never tell anybody else how to feel or how to navigate things. But how I personally navigate things is I try really hard not to lose myself in anything. Doesn't mean you're losing yourself in things. Just me personally. I'm against gun violence. And being against gun violence means being against gun violence for everybody. That doesn't mean that I have empathy for the things that somebody has said or the kind of person somebody is. It means that no matter what, no matter who is on the other end of the gun, I am anti-gun violence, and I know that we need change. And I fucking dream of a day where our country can come together on that, because it's affecting everybody. Anyway, stay safe out there. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Forever on the rainbow. We love you. We stand with the women of Iran. Some of the bravest women we've ever seen. And golden sparkles for the Zen one himself. Glenn Caesar, thinking about you. Much love, my friends. And I will see you guys and talk to you soon. Okay, later.